Good evening and welcome. It is 8 p.m. It is the 6th day of November. We are still in the tumultuous jungle that is this year's election. Never before. And I am your grumpy guide to all things gaming, the OGGM, with a first look, a sneak peek of Tasha's pot of bubbling potato soup. I don't even know anymore. I'm looking at these things, and I'm looking at the spoilers of Doctor Who, what we can expect from Doctor Who 2021, and I'm just like, stop. All you're doing is disenfranchising your fan base to make what? Okay. So here is the list. Now, warning, spoilers. So if you don't want to know ahead of time what you can get a general idea of how they're going to ruin D&D, stop watching this now. Okay, so here's the list so far of what we can expect from Tasha's cauldron of bubbling whatever. All of these, of course, going forward, all of these have already been released. There's nothing new here. Hopefully some of them have been play tested to the point where they're really playful. A lot of the changes that they're making are actually nerfing a lot of stuff, changing a lot of things, moving forward in a direction like they nerf Booming Blade. Yeah, let's nerf a cantrip and stuff. But all this stuff is either from the Unearthed Arcana playtest crap that has been going on since day one of 5th edition, or from the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravinica, Mystic Odysseys of Saros, Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, Cloudity Bloody Bloody. So this is all, and Eberron. So all this we've seen before. There's nothing new in this book. All it's done is taken stuff we've already seen and put it in one source. Meanwhile, they're still running playtests on the Unearthed Arcana website. They just released like 5 more. So already you're looking at Tasha's cauldron of everything and going, well, this isn't everything. This is only stuff that's come out over the last, 5 years that you've been doing the Unearthed Arcana playtests. And really, is it everything that's appeared on Unearthed Arcana? Because I see only 30, and we know there's way more than 30. I mean, that's like 1 year of Unearthed Arcana. Anyways, here's the list, which is in no way, shape, or form the complete list because they're still playtesting stuff. Okay, so here we go. Every cast that we know of. The Alchemist for the Artificer. Yes, the Artificer is now going to be an official D&D canon class. So if you ever wanted guns to ruin your D&D game, now you can. The Armorer, the Artillerist, and the Battlesmith, all for the Artificer. The Barbarian will be getting the Path of the Beast. I don't know how this is different than the Path of the Bear, but whatever. And the Path of Wild Magic, because that's what we need is barbarians who are sorcerers. For the Bards, we get the College of Creation and the College of Eloquence. For Clerics, we get the Order Domain, the Peace Domain, the Twilight Domain. For Druids, we get the Circle of Spores, the Circle of Stars, and the Circle of Wildfire. We are not getting the Hearth Druid, though. Interesting. Why? Oh, because it was maybe broken? Or the Seasonal Druid. Okay. For Fighter, we're getting the Psy Warrior. Yes, that's right. Psionics are back. And the Rune Knight for the Fighter, because we already have the Eldritch Blade for the Fighter. We have the Hexblade for the Warlock, but let's have another class that does the exact same thing. For the Monk, we're getting the Way of Mercy and the Way of Astral Self. Yes, psionics. For the Paladin, we're getting the Oath of the Glory and the Oath of Watchers. So we know that there are some oaths out there that are being missed. For the Ranger, we're getting the Fey Wanderer and the Swarm Keeper. For the Rogue, we're getting the Phantom. Oh, Rogue that can hide in shadows. And the Soul Knife. Yes, psionics. For Sorcerer, we're getting the Aberrant Mind and the Clockwork Soul. Yes, psionics. And yes, a steampunk sorcerer. And for the Warlock, finally, we're getting the Fathomless. That's the water one. That's the one that has the tentacle as its special ability. So if you've ever wanted to relive your, hentai dreams, the Fathomless Warlock is for you. And we're getting the Genie Warlock. So that's the Warlock whose patron is a genie. For the Wizard, we're getting the Blade Singer, which is, how is that different from the Eldritch Knight or the Way of the Hexblade? Just stop, Wizards of the Coast, please. Just stop. And we're getting the Order of Scribes. Ah, yes, great. A wizard class is basically an NPC. Okay, yay. So there we go. That is what we can expect from Tasha's all 30 D&D subclasses as of today that they are putting in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, knowing full well that they're still playtesting new product line. And as we are in year 48 of Dungeons & Dragons, and as Tasha's controllable laughter is supposed to change Dungeons & Dragons in a way it's never been changed before, we can only expect that this is going to be the gateway to the inevitable 6th edition. Now, is it going to be a slow, gradual, transition like, we've done in the past where they'll release a module series? Whatever. I don't know. It'll probably just be another rip off the Band-Aid like they did with 4th. Allergies. I don't have COVID. Now, we have some more announcements regarding Tasha's Cauldron of Unbelievable Cruelty. So if we go over here to D&D News, we have some insight on the patrons. So now we're going to have group patrons for Tasha's Uncontrollable. So these are people who basically give your adventurers money in exchange for them doing something for them. So there will be perks, assignments, and then they will list some examples. So the perks for belonging to them will be like, extraordinary boons such as audiences with powerful figures or getting to ignore certain laws. Each patron will have certain perks, and in return off, each patron will expect you to do assignments. So it's kind of like the quest hub in a video game. Oh, yes, the Archwizard sandwich disc. I need you to go for him to collect 5 pieces of wilted lettuce. And in return, I'll give you this ball of string. And the example that they give so far is a elvish noblewoman who's running an office and wants you to run initial adventures for her. So we have some insight on what's going on with the patron things. Let's see. I think they announced something else. If we go down here. Oh, okay. Tasha's thing will also introduce rules on the double plated scimitar. And I thought there was something else. I guess not. There was something about how it was changing everything, but I can't find it now. Anyways, we can expect more sneak peeks, more releases as the time get closer. So really all you have to do is find these sneak peeks like I did, collect them, and then go to Unearthed Arcana, where all these were originally released, and get them for free. So I'm counting it now. The countdown to 6th edition will begin sometime in 2021. And Tasha's Cauldron of Uncontrollable Chicken Soup is the gateway drug that will slowly take us from the Dungeons & Dragons we know and love to 4th edition. Let's just forget that. It never happened. 4th edition? I don't know what you're talking about. It never happened. To 5th edition, which started out great, but then slowly became a disaster. And then let's make it more of a disaster by making it politically correct for all the wrong reasons and doing it in the worst way possible to this, where we'll have non-gender dwarves who can take elf special abilities, and I don't know, just yes. I'm LGBTQT and I'm offended by what they're doing. So yeah, okay. I am your Gumpy Guide to all things gaming. If you appreciate this content and want to see more stuff like this, comment down below. If you think I should shut the fuck up and never say anything about this content again, comment down below. If you appreciate this content and want to see more, consider subscribing to the OG GM Adventures if you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet. It only takes 2 seconds, and if I hit 500 subs by January 1st, I will do something crazy. Like get a tattoo. Or dye my hair blue. I don't know. And since the holidays are coming up, and if you're feeling generous, maybe, toss a coin to your Witcher. Consider supporting me. Remember, this is my only job. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay warm. The temperature's supposed to start dropping. Take a break from the nightmare that is the elections. And just remember, Krispy Kreme Donuts now delivers. Talk to you losers later.